whistle, the Memphis Tigers, where the fans have moved the party from Beale Street and are ready for kickoff. Memphis ready to kick it off and get things started. Let's see what he can do with the return. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. So Oklahoma's return team didn't help matters out much there. Sometimes you sense that what the kids call swagger is a false bravado. This dude is nothing but real at wide receiver.
He's got that speed, and you see DBs, they're probably watching him come on the field right now, and they understand it's going to be a long game. This guy can go get it. He can run. He can do a little bit of everything at the wide receiver spot.
Handoff from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. The Sooners want to move quickly.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
He'll throw on third down. It's complete to the right. Tackle is made after the first down. The Sooners come to the line with a new set of downs. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Ball's out. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Fumbles are great when you force them, and you're always thinking about as a defensive player, man, when the weather conditions start to come down, it starts to rain, and you know that ball's a little bit slick, and you know more runs are coming. You really try to get to that football. Nice job getting the football out, falling on top of it, forcing the turnover.
So Memphis offense will try to get something going with their first possession. One thing to watch, can this guy get in the quarterback's head and make him take a peek at the rush, David?
Dang, Skippy, that's what you want to do. You want to make this guy a little bit more human and not as much of a game breaker at the quarterback spot. Get some pressure on him, hit him a few times.
He's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he can't hurt you if he's laying on his back, and this defensive end can put him there often.
A first down for the offense. Looking to throw. He's going to take a shot right away. Reels it in the end zone. Touchdown, Memphis.
Yeah, coming into the game, you look at the stats and you say top 10 offense in scoring, so they better be able to create what? Explosive plays. Another explosive plays. They've been doing it all year long. Those plays are backbreakers. Defenses just can't contain this offense.
On the move from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. That last fumble proved to be costly as they cashed it in for a touchdown.
Yeah, and so this defense now is juiced. They're excited and ready to go. So this offense, David, they've got to get something going.
Yeah, those turnovers can be contagious, man. They get you excited, and then when your offense takes it down the field and does something with it, this offense better be ready to play against a motivated defense.
Shakes off the defender.
And here we go. If you're an offense, you got to get that ground game going so you can have some balance, and then you give it to your quarterback, Palmer, and let him make some plays down the field later on.
Yeah, exactly. And then coming into this game, this offense knew they were going to have to some way, somehow, at least establish a semblance of a running game for exactly what you just said. You got to be able to use play-action pass later in this game to get some explosive plays down the field. And it's a play like that that we just saw, which can help them get back.
On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. They finally get him stopped, but what a good job by that front wall to set up the screen and create some lanes for their running back.
Hey, man, sometimes you get the perfect play call at the perfect time. That time the defense blitzing, offensive line allowed everybody to run upfield, and they slip in the running back screen, and behind it there was nobody there to make a tackle, and this offense generates a massive play.
And the Sooners are flying down the field. The offense showing motion from the tight end, trying to get a read on the D. From the gun, running back on the move. Smashes through. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. A great Oklahoma running attack will bring a tear to the Boomer Sooner Nation eye, thinking of guys like Billy Sims.
And where it all started was always the ground game and the toughness, and you never question that. In Oklahoma, they got to get to that. They got to be that. They got to live that if they really want to build on what they used to be and bring that tradition and build some of that tradition in the SEC.
And they'll finally catch up to him, but not before a big chunk of yardage is picked up. They'll throw it on first down. Starting to feel a little pressure. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding. There's always that issue of conference pride, of keeping up, of proving your worth on this stage, and the ACC loves to get a chance at the SEC to do just that.
And these kids grow up in the same area. And you don't think the ACC teams hear all the time, SEC, about the dominance, the draft picks, all the stuff that goes with it. It definitely adds some of that fire. It makes you want to beat them more. I love these big-time games.
Yeah, they really do, David. I think this is one of those games where if you're the ACC team and your players in that locker room, you've had this game circled all offseason. This game is your opportunity to prove, not just to your conference, not just to the SEC, but to everybody in college football, just how good you are as a team and how good your conference is.
Oh, and the attempt is no good. And they couldn't cut into the lead. It's still a 7-point game. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on the...
Oh, look out! And chunk plays are the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Off play action on first down. He fires a bullet to the right. A strike downfield. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22. That big play put them in business. Now they're right on the edge of the red zone as they go to work first and 10. Looking for a crease. It's Crosby. They get him down, but not before he picks up 5 down to the 17-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Really good job by the defense seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand. Safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Moving the running back, trying to get the D to tip its hand. Makes the grab. It's Leon. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
And as an offense, that's just why you cannot get behind the sticks in these types of situations. Third in California is hard to complete and is hard to convert for anybody. And even though the running back is able to do something positive on that third down play, it's just too many yards to gain. And now they're forced to punt.
They finally get him on the ground, but not before he rips off enough for a first down. That's the end of the quarter, and Memphis has the lead. And after that first quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the second. The Tigers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. The give to the back. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Probably, but boy, it's starting to feel that way.
It might not be over, but you're in trouble, and you better find some answers answers really, really quickly. This team is putting everything together, and right now you got nothing going. Come on, give me something.
And he'll bring it out of the end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point of the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
They'll go back to the ground. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. The Sooners want to pick up the tempo. Dialing up a second down pass play. It's on target and complete. Gets it all the way down to the 39-yard line. It'll be a first down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense.
It's a really nice throw. It's so impressive watching this Oklahoma passing attack now. You think back to Bob Stoops taking over as head coach in 1999 and bringing with him the air raid offense. A style.
He's loose. They'll get him stopped just short of the end zone, but they're in business here with a first down.
Well, after that last play, you can see how electrifying this guy is and how special he is after he makes the catch. If I'm on offense, I'm trying to find a lot of ways to get him touches in this game.
He's looking to throw. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Oklahoma! Backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, no problem.
When you start in the black zone inside your own 20 coming out, it's difficult. You can give up a safety, you get worried about that. The offense puts a great drive together. Great job executing, great job getting a touchdown.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Memphis has the ball back and the offense ready to go to work. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the...
Makes a catch on the left. And the tackle is made, but not before that completion gets them 30+.
Throws a nice completion there for a first down. This guy has been the biggest key to this team's success all season long. He's shown up in big moments. He's won big games. He's putting up big numbers.
Oh, picked off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
It's really hard when that quarterback gets outside the pocket because it cuts off half of the field. Once he starts to roll out, everybody starts to sprint to the other side of the field. You know you're not going to throw it across your body going to the right. Great job by the defense closing it off and making the interception.
Got his man out of the backfield. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Tempo and overdrive. Looking to throw on second down. Finds the tight end. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a short and heavy tackle on the tight end. They've got it at the 41, third and short, trying to keep the chains moving. Just a short pass to the tight end. And the defense makes the immediate tackle, but he has enough for the first down. David, that is a great security blanket for a quarterback to have a tight end to make those conversions.
Dang right. Find the big fella on third and short. Dependable, clutch, nice hands, first down.
Feeling some heat. And the quarterback is sacked. There are penalty flags down, but this might be doubly bad for the offense. I think the penalty might be on them. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Here comes the offense on second down. He's looking to throw. They're bringing heat. Slips a tackle. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack.
You got to give the defense tons of credit because we know how much speed this quarterback has. That time pursuit. They were able to bring him down for a big loss on the sack.
Pressure coming. Escapes the sack. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. The Sooners will punt it away on 4th down. They'll look to pin him deep. He gets the first one off, and he was busier than he hoped in that loss last week, being called on 5 times. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him, maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with the system.
It'll be a 1st down from the 49-yard line. He's looking to throw it. Coming after it. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush a few, and you feel comfortable getting home, and they're going to get to the quarterback, that is a great feeling, and it's fun to be a defensive coordinator calling the plays.
I like offenses being creative. I'm not sure if that was the best place to call that play. I think this offense needs to think about just doing things a little bit more by the book. They've got a lot of good playmakers. You don't have to reinvent the wheel this early in it.
Going deep. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
This defense is heating up. They got an interception the last possession. You could tell breaking on the football really, really well, seeing where the quarterback's throwing it, going to try to get it. Got another hand on it, almost had another interception.
Now the Oklahoma offense will go back to work. That last drive fizzled out, Jesse. They had to punt it.
Yeah, they did. And, David, they're just going to have to do a better job this time around erasing the mental mistakes.
And just trying to solve the defensive riddle, understanding what they're trying to do to you and attack them.
Safe completion on the screen. And the catch was one thing, and the run even better. A big pickup on that one. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. That completion delivers a 1st down. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. We got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Looking to pass on 2nd down. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. Running out of time here in the 1st half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Out of the gun. The running back has it. Still on his feet at the 45. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a 1st down.
3rd and long, I'm thinking bring in extra DBs, play for the pass, rush the passer, and this offense flips the script, runs the football right at him. Nice job by this offense catching him off guard, making the big play, getting the 1st down with the run.
Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down. Just a few seconds to go here in the 1st half, and they'll send out the field goal team. Just drives it between the uprights. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Sooners will line up to kick off and start the 2nd half.
Set to kick this one away.
And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. They had this lead to start the 3rd quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarterback is in a rhythm. That was obvious in the 1st half. And so this 1st drive, you want to continue that. You want to see good decision-making. You want to see him playing on time. And as always, delivering the football with him.
I mean, I don't know how I don't give him the football. It's the reason I built the lead. He's the guy that I can trust. This offense is built around him. So I expect more of the same here in the 2nd half.
And he'll pick up the first down after a tough run there.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot. They trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Looking to the big tight end. Finds space on the right. And it is a chunk play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. Memphis coming to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll throw it on first down. Getting some heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be second down.
He didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
On second down, wants to throw it. He's taking the shot. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at third down. If they can convert here, that type of play can really give you a shot of momentum. Now they'll run it on the toss. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense.
And obviously, this is one of the best offenses in the country, and it's because they get first downs. Top 10 in the nation picking up first downs. How nice is it to know you can turn around, hand it off to that guy right there, and let him go to work?
The RPO, it's complete. He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They go to the ground. And that's a very... down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Memphis now operating in the red zone. Running the red zone. It's Leon. Made a little something out of that run. He picked up a couple down to the 14.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run it over you.
This is one of the top 10 offenses in the nation in getting first downs. To do that, you got to have balance. You can't always throw for it on third down. You got to be able to run it as well, and they've got a dude in the backfield who just knows how to move the chains.
And he's sprinting. He'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Memphis. And the extra point is good, and they have an 11-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Memphis, 21, Oklahoma.
He'll start the return inside his 5.
The return is tackled down at the 13. And the Oklahoma offense.
The Sooner offense returns to the field. Man, how comforting is it to know that even if your offense stalls out a little, Jesse, that field goal kicker can knock it in from a long way out.
Well, he's one of the best in the country, Reese, no doubt. But this offense would like him and prefer for him to kick an extra point on this drive. And to do that, David, they've got to have more rhythm on offense.
Yeah, create some more rhythm, create some more explosive plays, and maybe some more balance. And listen, it's nice to have that weapon and kick long field goals. You kick too many field goals, you don't get very many W's.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. On second down, he's looking downfield. Gets it out quickly. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
That defender just laid the wood. As soon as that guy caught the ball, there he was. Bam! Clean hit for a minimal gain.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Avoids pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Sooners will call on their punt team. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He gets a block. Looking for running room, he'll get it to the 43-yard line before he stops. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. If you like old-fashioned, grind-it-up, run-over of football, that last touchdown drive was... And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Bounced right back to them.
Man, those are backbreakers. Defensively, you get so excited. You force the fumble, I'm going to get a turnover, and the offense falls in.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. He wants to pass it on second down. He's going to run it. At the 45 on his way. He turns this into a nice gain and gets down to avoid the hit. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic fourth quarter finish. Now facing a third down as they line up after the break. Wide out in motion. Touch pass on the jet sweep. He's off to the races. And they'll finally bring him down after he rips off a huge play.
Only ways can I get it to my guys who can fly, who are playmakers, and let them make big plays. This is another one you've seen. Catch the football, flip it ahead really quickly, get it to a burner, go in full speed across the formation. He gets the edge, makes the big play.
They'll run it in the red zone. It's Leon. They get him down, but not before he picks up 6 to the 7-yard line.
They've got a lead here in the fourth quarter, and there's certainly still plenty of football to go, but this is where you'd love to control the flow of the game, right? You want to dictate everything to the defense, and you do that by running the...
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. That lead a little more comfortable now as they close in on extending this winning streak. And now with the extra point, they're up by 18 here in the fourth.
Man, oh man, what a day. His third touchdown rushing, showing you he's got a little bit of everything and padding those stats. And all you fantasy football guys, if you have my man at running back, it's a good day.
And the returner will be brought down. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. They just didn't quite find the rhythm on that last drive, Jesse. They had to punt it.
I think they got to be more physical, David. I think up front they got to do a better job getting blocks and establishing this running game.
And how easy does football become if you're the more physical team? If you can threaten the run and then run play action, it opens up the whole offense at your disposal.
2nd and 10 after the previous play. He's looking to throw. Now he's going to break the pocket. At the 40, there he goes. He gets the job done, picking up the first down, then getting down.
It's just so hard to stop. There is no rhyme. There is no reason. He just scrambles around, makes people miss, and the next thing you know, you look up and he's 20, 30 yards down the field, and there's nothing you can do about it.
Really nice job there by both guys, the throw and the catch, to work that defense and get the first down. DB's right up on the receivers. Now from inside the red zone. Moving out of the pocket. Short gain on the play before he slides. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback moving. He was able to squirt free and pick up a few and avoid a negative play there. The Sooners will hustle to the line. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. And he'll race it to the house. Touchdown, Sooners!
This defense is going to have to do a better job being physical. That's 2 rushing touchdowns they've now allowed. They have got to be better close to the line of scrimmage.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
2 very different emotions inside the locker rooms of these teams who did battle today. South Carolina somehow, some way, found a way there in Columbia and picked up a much-needed victory. It wasn't a masterpiece, but let's be honest, it wasn't a loss either. The circle of life in college football, where one team moves on feeling like king.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. The incomplete pass leaves him with second down. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
This is a big pressure moment for the offense, too, because they've got the lead, but it's now third down on their own side of the field. They would love nothing more than to be able to convert this, stay on the field, keep bleeding the clock. But the defense, I'd expect them to bring pressure here, trying to force the ball out of the QB's hands quickly.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and fourth down's coming. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Incomplete on fourth down, and man, did they need to keep that drive alive. Time for this Sooner offense to go back to work. Looking for a productive play on first down. He's going to pass. Forced out of the pocket. They finally make the stop, and he shows why he is dangerous on the run, too, and he's got a first down. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. From the 33, it's 1st and 10. Looking to move it through the air. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. And the Sooners are threatening in the red zone. Trying to cap this drive with the pass. Going to try to pop one on the screen. And he'll step out of bounds after a very productive play.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
So the offense gets an automatic first down after the roughing the passer penalty. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Out of the gun, looking to throw. And he'll be run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. Not a very productive play there. Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. Got his man.
Personal foul. Roughing the pass. Defense.
You just can't hit the quarterback like that. That is a dumb play, and the defender got caught red-handed. And guys, bringing the heat is what any defense is about, but you have to stop short of making that official reach for his flag. Let's it fly. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they 6 more points.
And that's step one. Great job by this offense getting in the end zone. Now you got to go get the stop. You got to get the football back. You got to find a way to do something to create a turnover, get an onside, to get the football back, to get back in this football game.
From the gun. Buys a little time with his feet. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out. It's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. He wisely lets that one bounce through the back of the end zone, and they'll take over at the 25. Memphis has the ball back, and the offense ready to go to work. So that defense keeps the lead right where it is and a chance to build on it, David.
Yeah, the defense
looking deep. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it, but second down coming. Memphis picking up the tempo. He's back to throw on second down. He's got it down the left side. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Late in the year, this guy is square in the middle of the Heisman Trophy discussion because of his performance. He throws a nice completion there for a first down, but it's been week in, week out. Big moments. He's led this team to a ton of wins. He is their best player.
Calling a timeout here. You have to avoid making a mistake in this situation. On second down, he'll let it fly. And it's incomplete, going for the massive explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
DB does an outstanding job here on the deep pass, locating the football, no PI, able to swat it away, pass incomplete.
Quarterback checking off. Motion trying to get the defense to show his hand. He'll take another shot here. And it's caught for a touchdown, and that might do it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. Here come the Sooners ready to go on offense. Line gets set, first down. He's looking to throw it. Trying to get to it. Trying to get rid of it. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. 4 wide out set, 2 on either side on 2nd and 10. Corners right up on that line of scrimmage. Right back to the air on 2nd and 10. Quarterback needs to make a better throw there. Incomplete.
And sometimes you see great shooters and they get on fire and they just can't miss. And that's what this QB looks like the last couple weeks, man. Just completion percentage through the roof, running the offense at an elite level. You can tell in complete control of this.
He'll loft one deep down the left side. And that pass picked off. Trying to take it back. Not only made the pick, but he also made up some ground and took it back to the 38. Here comes that Memphis offense back onto the field. Now the chance to take a knee and just put the finishing touches on this victory.
Yeah, and this offense has done their job, man.
Going for it all. And it's caught. Touchdown, Memphis. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0. And he did make that extra point, no issue with the treacherous footing. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he'd just taken a knee in the end zone. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say.
And the quarterback is knocked down back to the 13. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. And they'll spike the ball to try to save as much time as they can. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete. The Sooners will send out the punt unit. Bring it out. They got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. And they'll haul down the returner to start us on the next drive. They'll start this drive from the 42. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Hits him in stride of the 10. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top. All business today for this ball club. They come out,